Assalamu alaikum. Can I please get everybody to take a seat? We're about to start in about 1 minute, inshallah. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my brothers and sisters in Islam, and warm greetings to our non-Muslim guests. We'd like to welcome you all today to our second Inter-MSA event. It's been organised by Muslim students associations from various universities, including Sydney University, Macquarie, UTS, UWS, Parramatta, Bankstown, Penrith and Campbelltown. So tonight's debate will be discussing a theological question. Is the Islamic concept of Tawheed, or the Christian concept of the Trinity, the best possible summary of the nature of God? Our two speakers for this evening, Samuel Green and Abdullah Kunde, will be introduced formally by the debate moderator, Mohammed Taha. Our staff this evening are all wearing name tags. They're all spread out across the room. So please ask them if you have any questions or any queries or anything like that. And my name's Haja, by the way, so I'd like to pass over to Hannah, our second MC for the night.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Just like our translation of that is, may the peace and blessings of God be upon you all. It's just a greeting that we use to greet each other, like when we're greeting each other, so I just thought I'd greet you all. Like I said, as I mentioned before, my name is Hannah, like your second MC for tonight. So I'm just going to go through our facilities for tonight. So as you can see, we have information stalls towards the end of the hall. We have refreshments, tea, coffee, a bit of lollies, so don't go full out. We don't want you all on sugar high. But tea, coffee, biscuits, so feel free to help yourselves, go nuts, go crazy. And we also have bathrooms just outside, so if you just go outside, turn right, just keep going all the way down, there are bathrooms. And we will have an intermission about 45 minutes in, so we will give you a chance to go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, and also we will break for Maghrib prayer, inshallah.
Okay, so just to start off the event, we're going to have a reciter from both the Christian and the Muslim side, where they will recite passages from their respective holy texts related to the topic of the night. So I'd first like to call upon the Christian reciter, Ian Powell, who'd like to recite a passage from the Bible.
Good evening. The reading is from John's Gospel, chapter 5, starting at verse 16. So because Jesus was doing these things on the Sabbath, the Jewish leaders began to persecute him. In his defense, Jesus said to them, "My Father is always at his work to this very day, and I too am working." For this reason they tried all the more to kill him, not only because he was breaking the Sabbath, but he was even calling God his own Father, making himself equal with God. Jesus gave them this answer: "Very truly I tell you, the Son can do nothing by himself. He can only do what he sees his Father doing. Because whatever the Father does, the Son also does. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all that he does. Yes, and he will show him even greater works than these, so that you will be amazed. For just as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, even so the Son gives life to whom he is pleased to give it. Moreover, the Father judges no one, but has entrusted all judgment to the Son, so that all may honour the Son, just as they honour the Father. Whoever does not honour the Son does not honour the Father who sent him. Very truly I tell you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but has crossed over from death to life. Very truly I tell you, a time is coming and has now come when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son also to have life in himself. And he has given him authority to judge, because he is the Son of Man.
Thank you for that. I'd like to call upon now Brother Faisal, who will be reciting verses 85 to 93 from chapter Maryam, the Virgin Mary. And because the Qur'an is in Arabic, it will be followed by an English translation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يوم نحشر المتقين إلى الرحمن وفدا يوم نحشر المتقين إلى الرحمن وفدا ونسوق المجرمين إلى جهنم وردا لا يملكون الشفاعة إلا من اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا لقد جئتم شيئا إدا تكاد السماوات يتفطرن منه وتنشق الأرض وتخر الجبال هدا أن دعوا للرحمن ولدا وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا إن كل من في السماوات والأرض إلا آتي الرحمن عبدا لقد أحصاهم وعدهم عدا وكلهم آتيه يوم القيامة فردا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سيجعل لهم الرحمن ودا فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لتبشر به المتقين وتنذر به قوما لدا وكم أهلكنا من قبلهم من قرن هل تحس منهم من أحد أو تسمع لهم ركزا.
Jazakallah khairan, Brother Faisal, for that recitation. Now the translation of what he read, verses 85 to 93. On the day we will gather the righteous to the most merciful as a delegation. and will drive the criminals to hell in thirst. None will have the power of intercession except he who had taken from the Most Merciful a covenant. And they say, the Most Merciful has taken for himself a son. Indeed, you have uttered an atrocious thing. The heavens almost rupture therefrom, and the earth splits open, and the mountains collapse in devastation, that they attribute to the Most Merciful a son. And it is not befitting for the Most Merciful to take a son. There is no one in the heavens and the earth but that he comes to the Most Merciful as a servant. Thank you. At the back, there are some information stalls about Islam and Christianity. So at the end and during the break, you're more than welcome to go out there and ask your questions and get them clarified. I'd like to now pass the microphone to the moderator, Muhammad Taha, who will explain the rules for the debate. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to go over the debate guidelines and rules. Each speaker will be given the same amount of time to speak and answer questions. Please be patient in the audience if you're waiting for a speaker's turn to either answer a question or as they're coming up to the mic. In regards to the timings, the way it will be structured will be each speaker will have each 25 minutes for their opening statements, followed by 10 minutes continuing, followed by 4 minutes, and followed by a final 2-minute statement. At 1 minute, the speakers will be alerted by a slip of paper, and at the conclusion of time, I will announce time, which will mean time is up. If the speakers go over time, it will be deducted from later portions. In regards to the audience participation, there's some general rules that we've set in place. For the Muslim audience, please, no takbirot, no interruptions, and I stress that both sides exercise mutual respect. Any breach of these rules will result in the debate being momentarily paused and the audience member being asked to leave by staff. In regards to our question and answer session, there will be 2 options available for you guys. Underneath your seats, on your seats there is a piece of paper. There will also be live questions, so you can either write your answer on a piece of paper, pens will be floating around with the ushers, or you can ask to ask a live question. In regards to the live questions, please guys ensure they are questions, not comments or statements. So refer your question to one of the speakers and ensure they're a question. If they're not, you'll lose your opportunity to ask that question and you might be asked to leave. Now I'll just give a quick introduction of both speakers. Samuel Green works for the Australian Federation of Evangelical Students in a chaplaincy role at the University of Tasmania. He's been active in Christian apologetics for some time, in particular apologetics pertaining to Islam. He has developed a training course for Christians interested in administering to Muslims entitled Engaging with Islam. And the website is www.engaging-with-islam.info. He has also contributed significantly to the anti-Islam apologetics websites, which are Answering Islam and Answering Muslims. He has previously undertaken several formal debates against Muslims, including Brother Abdullah Kunde and Bilal Rashia. Brother Abdullah Kunde. He's a medical student completing coursework at Liverpool Hospital. He is currently studying Islam in Sydney and has previously completed Hebrew, Biblical and Jewish studies at university. He has participated in several formal debates against Christians, including Dr. James White of Alpha Omega Ministries, 2 of which have been broadcast worldwide on an Arab Christian satellite television channel. I'll now pass on to Brother Abdullah Kunde to begin the debate with his 25-minute opening statement.